Hey, I am working on going through your most recent list of contacts, and it occurred to me that this might be a good way to show you how to distinguish the lead source, or at least get a little bit better at it. Right now, I'm on line 284 of the most recent send that you gave me, which goes down to 494. I know you've done more since that, but I think this is the last one you sent me. And so I thought I'd just go through and do some examples and show you what I'm looking for, uh, and so you can get these more accurate moving forward. So I've got the spreadsheet open. I also have the internet open, and I'm looking for these. So I just did HC used parts. Now let's do Heartland equipment. So a copy, paste. And I know you're getting this information through Machinery Trader, but I'm just searching for the website and going to it, um, which gets me there. So for the same, should be about the same place. So here, this company does agriculture equipment and construction equipment. So they're a Case Construction dealer, which is what you have, Case dealer. So that's right. Let's do this next one, heavy equipment resources. So heavy equipment resources. Sometimes I'll just do a little reading. I've never heard of this company, just like you haven't, and I'm just sort of looking at what they offer. Um, so the first thing I see is offering quality used equipment and replacement parts. Usually, if you see offering used equipment, it most definitely will not be an authorized dealer. So, like, it won't be a cat dealer or what have you. Um, Sorry, hold on, let me quit out of this. I thought I already had. So that means they're going to be a U.S. dealer. They could be a truck dealer or something else, but they're not going to be an authorized dealer. So they wouldn't be a cat dealer or a Komatsu dealer, even though they may sell cat and Komatsu equipment. So once I've read that, I'm pretty sure they're probably just a generic used dealer. But just to be sure, I'd like to go and glance through their inventory, um, which takes us back around to Machinery Trader. So here we see, they've got different pieces of equipment. So they probably sell trucks too. In fact, I saw that as one of their inventory options, which is great. But if they sell trucks and equipment, then they will always be a U.S. dealer. So we'll change that to U.S. dealer. If you've got them changed already from Salesforce, I'm leaving it. Let's look at this company. So you've got them listed as a parts dealer, which may in fact be right. The name of their company seems like it might be a little broader than that, like a U.S. dealer, just because they sell more equipment. But I'll look at the site and see. So again, read a little bit about it. This does seem like it's mostly parts. And here they've got an inventory list, so we'll click on that. Um, View our complete inventory of construction equipment. So they actually sell quite a bit of equipment. Um, as I look through it, it may be that a lot of it is more parts machines, but we will usually send all our parts email blasts to U.S. dealers as well. So the safest bet would be to say U.S. dealer. We've got two of those, so we'll copy that down here. Skip that one. Hendrix Machinery. I think I'm familiar with this company, but I can't remember. All right, so you've got them as a Deere Hitachi dealer. So the first thing I'm going to look at or look for is the is a Deere or a Hitachi logo, because typically there's only a few authorized dealers. I mean, one in each state, so usually 50 to 60. Often a lot fewer than that in each country. I'm sorry, in the United States as a whole. So even though a company may sell Deere and Hitachi, it doesn't make them a Deere Hitachi dealer. So the fact that I don't see that logo, Deere or Hitachi, makes me think that they in fact sell a lot of different equipment. So they do. We can see here lifts, bulldozers. There's some Deere, like you said, but there's other equipment too. So this we're going to change them to a U.S. dealer. And we'll copy that down for all three. Hendricks Machinery LLC looks like something quite a little different. Hendricks Machinery LLC. Oh, actually, that took me to the same place. Sometimes it can be. Maybe I was looking at the wrong one. Let me go find the one for Hendricks Machinery in Georgia. Okay, sorry, I went to the wrong place. So if I go to Hendricks Machinery in Georgia, which is actually what you had listed for the top three, I see what you were seeing. You see the John Deere. So here's something to keep in mind. John Deere sells agriculture equipment and they sell construction equipment. Agriculture equipment would be tractors, and this is a tractor. Um, John Deere construction equipment, the logo is actually yellow. So here we see, I mean, they've got tractors. We're going to call them an agriculture dealer. And so I'm going to go back, sorry, and change that to agriculture dealer. And copy that down. And then Hendricks Machinery, we're going to change to US dealer. So that was the one I was at first. All right, so let's do a few more. So they sell a lot of different stuff. If we go to the equipment section, it looks like they are a New Holland dealer. But see how it says agriculture? Here's what you would typically see when they're brands, but those are smaller brands. And when you click on their inventory, it's taking a while to open, but it's clearly agriculture, so we're going to change that one too. Now they may be a Bobcat dealer, so I didn't see Bobcat, but it might be in a different place. So for now, I'm just going to leave them as an agriculture dealer. Hertz Equipment Rental is a very large rental house. I'm going to delete this, and I don't expect you to know that or to change it. I see it, and I'm going to go ahead and change it. Let's check this one. All right, so this company looks like they really do a lot more with lift trucks or telehandlers, as they're called. So this is a telehandler. There is what's called a skid steer, which would fall under more equipment. But since most of their equipment are telehandlers or forklifts, we're going to call this company a lift truck dealer. All right, you got these already. This would be a good example. Hills Machinery. You've got quite a few listed as cat dealers. Um, and I think the reason that you do that is because you see that they sell cat equipment, which is reasonable. But in fact, we want to be careful with that, and we want to look for the logo. We want to see who they're an authorized dealer for. It looks like it's probably actually Case. There's Case here. But one way to do that is click on New Equipment, and it'll usually list out in order kind of who they are the authorized dealer for. And Case is their biggest one. So we're going to change that to Case Dealer, and go ahead and copy that down, which makes sense because here they are too. I've got them in as a Case Dealer. Most of the time, if you're a Case dealer, you can't be a cat dealer. You might be a smaller brand, but usually you won't be both. Let's try this Hill T Farm Parts. You've also got that as a cat dealer. Alright, so here again, the very first thing is a picture of a tractor. All of these different things are tractors. So we're going to change them to an agriculture dealer. And again, keep in mind, they might sell John Deere tractors, but that does not make them a Deere Hitachi dealer. In order to be a Deere Hitachi dealer, they need to sell the Deere construction equipment. And if you don't understand that distinction, just ask me and I'll explain it. But one simple way to keep it in mind is John Deere tractors are green if they're agriculture, and they're yellow if they're construction equipment. So we'll do another one, Hillview Equipment. Hillview Equipment is New England's premier heavy construction equipment dealer. So they clearly sell sort of used equipment. They have a variety of different things, it looks like. Just to verify that, we could go to their inventory. They've got 33 excavators. The first ones are cat. A lot of them are cat. Maybe all of them are cat. But that does not make them a cat dealer. For them to be a cat dealer, you would see a big cat logo. Hillview Cat, it would say. I can show you an example. You've got them as a Komatsu dealer, but in fact, they're just a U.S. dealer. Do one more. High Point Aggregate Equipment. This one is almost definitely just an aggregate dealer. Aggregate equipment is this big blocky equipment they use to break down rocks and make gravel. Again, just to look at their available equipment, looks like everything's a crusher or a screen, so that would make them an aggregate dealer, which you've got. Very good. Alright, hopefully that's helpful. I can do some more after we do the next section, and I'll write up some directions for tonight's work. Thanks a lot.